People don't care as much about you on stage as you think they do. People may be looking at you, but their mind is thinking about their boyfriend that done cheated on them, or what they're gonna have for dinner. Overthinking is a silent killer.
My job, baby.
Miss Jenni. Miss Jenni's podcast.
Hello, Jenny's Angels, and to anybody new, hey, what's up? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Y'all, am I blending into the background? Hold on. Hopefully not. But as you can see, I love this shade of blue. This is my thing. So if I'm blending into the background, deal with your girl. Deal with it, because I ain't about to change. So yes, y'all, if you clicked on this video, then you already know what we're talking about today. We are talking about anxiety. Such a killer. So, y'all, we are going to talk about how to control or even possibly get rid of anxiety in this video. But before we hop into it, you are beautiful and you are special and you are wonderful. If nobody ever told you that today, Miss Jenni's telling you that. Okay? So, now, before we hop into the video again, subscribe. You might as well. Why not? And if you subscribe, you might as well like this video and turn on the post notification bells. Like, do all three. Why not? So yeah, y'all, let's go. Okay, y'all. So, if you are a person who suffers from anxiety, first and foremost, before we even talk about how to control it or even possibly get rid of it, I want you to know there is nothing wrong with it. Anybody and everybody gets anxious. Some people get anxious for public speaking. People get anxious saying their feelings. People get anxious so many different ways during a test. You're not crazy. You're not weird. Everyone gets anxious. Some people, they start shaking their leg. Crazy. Some people's eyes twitch. Some people get the jitters. I don't know. Has this ever happened to you? You're just standing and you feel like a rush of cold air. You're just like, that's your anxiety. Or if you got sweaty palms or just whatever. There's so many ways anxieties show itself through its physical forms, and what it's doing to your mental is a trip. So y'all, a couple of ways to get rid of anxiety. 1. When you're getting anxious about something, take a second and breathe. And I know you're just like, girl, breathing? Yes, breathing. Take a second and count to 10. And do that for at least 3 times and relax your heart rate. Because oftentimes when we feel anxious, our heart feels like it's about to pop out of our chest. So you just have to take a second and slow your heart rate down, to keep you calm. Another thing, sometimes we get anxiety for overthinking. Like we overanalyze the situation, we add problems to things that don't even exist. Like our mind is going a mile a minute. So, say if you're nervous about public speaking, for example, and you're overthinking about people laughing at you, people not understanding you, this, that, and the third. A way to relax yourself is to think about the situation and break it down. When anybody has done their public speaking, how often do people get laughed at? Like if it's for class or something. Very rare. Very rare. And the thing is, people don't care as much about you on stage as you think they do. People may be looking at you, but their mind is thinking about their boyfriend that done cheated on them, or what they're gonna have for dinner, or this. So sometimes we get anxious from the possibility of eyes on us and people criticizing us or us even criticizing ourselves. And we just have to take a second to realize nobody is being that hard on you. It may feel like that. You may feel like you have a microscope on you, but you're good. And whatever you say, people are going to clap. So I use that example, but take it for so many different things. Overthinking is a silent killer. It brings so many negative thoughts that don't even exist. Again, putting problems that never even needed to be there. So yes, when you find yourself overthinking so negatively, take a second and think a little bit logically. Would this really happen? Or am I just psyching myself out? Will people really think about this way, or am I just assuming? Because sometimes our mind can be the harshest critic. When the worst somebody would do is say, good job. And this is just in relation to still the public speaking, but it can go for anything else. So yeah, think of a situation logically instead of emotionally, or whatever your mind has created to be the scenario. Think of the scenario as black and white, because not everything got a gray area sometimes. Another thing to help dealing with anxiety, think of something that keeps you grounded. Like, when you're ever in a nervous place or area and you need sometimes we just often think of our mom, and she's going to be the one that's going to calm us down. So you see how we at times maybe look for a parent or a lover or whatever to be the source of relief and to be something that calms us down. You got to call yourself and be like, hey, you got this. You can calm you down. You'll be okay. You can solve your problems and fix your situations. You are the pilot of your own life, and you got this. Oftentimes when we get anxious is when we're feeling like we're losing control. So many other things can happen and there's no way we can fix it. But oftentimes we have so much more control than we think. So the same way you would, for example, give your mom control of a situation and have faith that she'll handle it, you got it too. Have faith in yourself and you'll be able to handle it. Whatever is stressing you out or making you feel anxious. Another thing to help with anxiety, or even possibly get rid of it, if there are certain negative people or negative things in your life that attribute to your anxious feelings, cut them off or get rid of it. If you have a friend or significant other that makes you feel self-conscious about what you wear, what you do, where you go, or whatever, cut them loose. Because now when you're by yourself, you're going to replay their words and it's going to get you anxious. You don't need that type of negativity in your life, baby. It's 2021. All negativity got to go. Leave all of that in 2020, please. So yeah, y'all, that is another way to help, control your anxiety. Sometimes we just need to get rid of all this toxicity and all this negative energy so we can truly flourish. You feel me? Another way to help control or even possibly get rid of anxiety is take a time out. Like I said, with anxiety, it gets our minds running a mile a minute. Take a time out, listen to some music, your favorite song, meditate, go for a run, go for a jog, do some yoga, something that will have you thinking about something else. I promise you. And that could be your go-to activity. Anytime you're feeling anxious, I'll just blast some music and I'll be fine. Or I'll just go for a run and I'll be fine. Or I'll just meditate and I'll be fine. Give yourself something that can keep you grounded and is your own safe space that you can do at any second of the day. You feel me? Another thing, y'all, maintain a positive attitude. Again, sometimes we are so hard on ourselves. We are our biggest critics. And we are violating ourselves. Just like, you're this, you're that, nobody likes you, you're gross, you're this, you're that. And it's like, that's not true. That's not true. And once you're kinder to yourself, you'll probably be a little bit less anxious. Because you're not hearing any more negative voices, only the positive ones that you're giving to yourself, your own positive affirmation. And it's another thing, in the morning when you wake up, tell yourself some positive affirmations to carry you throughout the day. So whenever you are feeling anxious, recite those positive affirmations. You feel me? Lastly, I feel like a very important thing when it comes to dealing with anxiety is figure out what triggers your anxiety. Like, everybody has something that will take them off and just get them feeling. So what is that for you? Is it school? Is it work? Is it home? Like, what is it? And once you figure out the root of what causes your anxiety, it can also help you better control it. Being more self-aware and making sure you're avoiding certain things or managing certain things in a different way to make you feel more comfortable. So yeah, y'all, these are just a couple of things that I would say help, control or even at times even get rid of anxiety in certain situations. So hopefully this was able to help to anybody who gets anxious sometimes. But I promise you, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. Maybe always start with counting back from 10 and then lead into other things. But just calm yourself down. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, turn post notification bells on, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. And you know how we do.
My job, baby.
Miss Jenni. Miss Jenni. Miss Jenni.